and
Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. And for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. It's only 8 a.m. I won't do it for the gram. I know I'm a little man. At my 2020, wow, wow. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. World inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Let's get it. Let's get it. Happy Thursday today. Already the 4th. Let's see what we got here. Morning 2 a.m. here on East Coast. Love how Harry trades. He's helped me big time. Big up to you. SFS, TG, Warrior, Wesley, the FX strategist. Good morning, brother. Quayland. Let's go, let's go. Who's here in Zoom? Subash here, Jesse, App. That's it. Everyone else sleeping. Let's get it, let's get it. Morning. So, I want to have a look at the analysis here. Start off with the calendar. Double check my camera. There we go. So today is going to be Thursday. We have a bit of unemployment claims. Yesterday numbers came back a little bit lower for ADP here. I don't know why it's not showing. Let's refresh and see if we can get the ADP numbers here. There, minus 32k. Again, disaster forecaster. He should quit his job, to be honest. Don't see why he has a job. It's just a disaster. Minus 32k. Those lower numbers have increased the odds of a rate cut because as labor market struggles, they support that by introducing rate cuts. So we will see that trend probably follow here. They're expecting 219 job, a little bit higher. So since it's already a higher forecast, we could see it come similar. Again, if it does come higher than that number, more than likely, what are we going to see? We're going to see a push in risk on assets, gold, stock market, etc. Why? Because basically we want to see, well, not we want to see, but they want to see rates be cut to help, essentially, what's the word I'm looking for? To help the economy, help the labor market and all of that stuff. So that is why. Now, looking at price, daily time frame, bearish. We tapped this daily on day before yesterday, rejected it, and now we failed to continue up. So we're kind of starting to fill this wick here. 4-hour time frame as well, closing bearish here. It's a very significant 4-hour close. We are breaking structure with that, currently trying a small retest. 1-hour time frame is looking to potentially close bullish here, creating us a 1-hour support. We're trying to retest into this 4-hour support. We're about 1 pip from retesting into this previous 1 hour here. 30-minute time frame pulling back as well, and 15-minute time frame pulling back as well. Feel like we could have a simple retest and continuation down with some resistance formed, especially like 5 minutes break of structure. I would like to see a slightly higher push, to be honest. Would like to see us dip into at least retest the previous 4-hour support, or at least this previous 1 hour, before looking for sells. Again, let's see in 3 minutes how deep. If this closes deep, we can look for a top wick into this zone and then look to sell back down. If this closes here, then I'm going to wait for resistance to continue down, potentially tapping into this 15-minute support here. So we are bearish bias today. So I'm going to be looking for the continuation of sells, and we have pulled back pre-session, which is quite nice to have that pullback pre-session. So if we can get some form of continuation, 5-minute breaks of structure plus a 50-minute bearish candle close would be good. And that would be it, man. That would be it. So looking now at DAX here, on the other hand, we also have interesting price action here as we're continuing from yesterday's daily candle. We failed to close above the daily resistance, but we did tap that as a target. So if we can get above daily resistance today, we should see some potential continuation. 4-hour is giving us another bullish bias session here again. So we just need to get above that daily resistance. Unfortunately, a little bit messy above the daily resistance. Not the cleanest price action. We have 1 hour sitting here like this. It's just a little bit of a choppy area. So I would prefer to see a little pullback happen right now, and then we trade back to daily resistance. Would be lovely to see that. Fill this wick. So that's my plan for DAX at the moment. See a pullback come through. If not, some sort of pause right here, and I can actually trade this range here back up. I can actually trade that. It would be enough, to just try play in this range and then ask for the continuation. But with how it's looking right now, can't really do too much just yet until I get some form of structure, etc. So that's the plan on DAX. Gonna just wait for that. Pretty straightforward. Let's have a look at a bit of Forex, but just interested to see what DJ is doing recently. Yeah, it's trying to break out towards those highs now. Starting to come back into here. It's like a max target. Yesterday after London Open was pretty nice, huh? This is 30 minutes after London Open, close above. Bit choppy today, I must say. But I'm just watching how it's forming these days. We saw a lot of positivity in yesterday. So the reason we saw the dollar weakness is because of what I just said, right? The unemployment data. So that's why we saw the dollar weakness. Can see a lot of assets pushing against here. So they're in a pretty tough spot, to be honest, because they're at a bit of highs. So they could consolidate a bit. You'd have to trade inside the ranges. So let's see how gold forms here. About 37 seconds for the 1 hour to close. I like this, that it's coming back to retest this zone here. It's not bad for continuation down. And let's see what happens. Hey Harry, I heard you say you use a mix of personal account and prop firm. I'm wondering how much you earn from prop firms, as I don't trust them at all. So I'm building my prop firm capital. I was always a personal capital trader, man. That's been me for the longest amount of time. I've also traded an investment account, so that's the two things I've always done. But leading into next year, I'm building now my prop firm capital. So I started with Top Step. On Top Step now, I have a 1K payout with Top Step, but my goal on Top Step was to build my funding. So that video is going to come out this week, so you guys will be able to see that video. But for Top Step now, we have this. So we have 550K accounts. So that's 250K on Top Step. So yeah, funding is good. A lot of the guys in our group, they run off funding as they preferred. I think in this day and age, it's a great opportunity with what we have, right? It's a great opportunity with what we have. As long as you're using the trusted ones, right? There's a lot of guys who are not trusted. That's the problem. So like my funded futures paying out. Top Step pays out. These guys pay out. What prop firms do you recommend in terms of fast and easy? Payouts fast and easy. I don't understand why people need payouts fast. What's the issue with people needing payout fast? I don't understand that mentality. What if it takes 3-5 days? What's the issue? So fast is not really needed, in my opinion. You see people get payouts, but you never know how much they spent on prop firms, so it's a bit BS. That's the problem with I would say other people, but I know the guys in the group, you know how it is, you know. Those guys, it's taken time to generate those results. If you've watched me for enough time, you would realize that. But it's true, man. That's one of the problem in our industries is people flex prop firm payouts, but they don't show how they get the payout. Right? Of course, people can just keep blowing accounts and then get payouts. But that's not that's why in my, wait for this week's video, guys. In this week's video, I literally show you how many accounts I bought. And that's one of the main emphasis of the video is me showing you guys that I didn't buy tons of account. I showed you when I bought the first account and then and what trades I took. That's more important. To pass, I'm showing you what trades I took and all of that stuff. You never know if someone is gambling 5 accounts a day to get a 1K payout. You never know. You do know if they show you what they did to make the payout. So it's up to the guy. But if they don't, if they just show you the payout without context, yeah, you never know. That's why I'm here live every single day, because you guys get to see. Although a lot of people don't like the fact of some of the results that happen on a day to its reality. And that's the major difference. And that's why when I'm posting this video this week, before you make any more assumptions, I would say watch the video from this week that's going to be posted, because I show every single trade. I show my purchase history as well. It's very simple. But I've been trading the longest time on personal capital. But I see there's a massive opportunity for funded, so I want to continue that. Harry, any trade you took yesterday? Yeah, we took US 30 buys. So let's see how this candle closes. That's you though, Harry, not the idiots in your group that show 1K payouts. They're not idiots, man. That's really harsh to make an assumption like that. And if you go back in the group and look, for the longest time, there was not much payouts because they were growing like that. Go back and see, man. See the how people grew through time, how long it took. You can go back and see. Look here, they passed their accounts, and then it take time, check the dates, and then they started to get payouts after passing. So it takes time, man. It takes time. Why'd you go all in on Top Step when they have only one of your pairs? They don't have one of my pairs. They have gold, they have US 30. Those are my main pairs in New York. I don't trade any other pair in New York, actually. My main pair in New York is US 30. That is my main New York pair. So that's why I go all in on them, because now I can trade that pair. Are you switching to NY streams? Yeah, probably going to, yeah. Valid for NY? Yeah, you have to remember, I have a lot. People come to funded accounts with gambling mentality, and when the gamble pays, they flex the payouts. Majority who flex payouts, yeah, but not when they do it with sustained growth. Like, I can tell you from guarantee from my side and the people around me, we don't gamble. If we gamble, I'm gonna flex payouts to you guys all the time from just random people winning. New Year, not sure. No, for the rest of the month. Not today. I'll stop London and then take on buys. Big statement. You can guarantee your group doesn't gamble prop firms. I feel that's naive. I don't think it's naive, but you're entitled to your opinion, man. It's up to them, right? They're the ones who generate the results. They're the ones who's happy. So what you believe is how it is. But I can tell you, I've been running a group for over 2 years, and I've seen the progression. It's taken time, you know, and it's not real. It's not just bullshit, but it's the real deal. But of course, you're entitled to your guys' opinions. There's not only people who are trading props, of course. It's just popular props, right? Here we have on personal accounts as well, people. This is trading on personal account. This is not taken on prop. But again, at the end of the day, totally, it's not going to affect them. Nor should you let it affect you. What goes on? You need to focus on you. Who cares what the fuck goes on with other people? And that used to be a major problem I have. I thought you were being serious, man, but you're just a hater, man. So I'm just going to ignore now. Listen, man, if you're gonna come to my stream and call my people in my group morons, just leave. Six minutes for this candle to close. Let's have a look. Calling people morons because they're trying. It's sad, man. People like, they get so heated up about other people's business and what others are doing, and they need to hate on others to satisfy themselves. It's like, I mean, when I first started trading, I used to watch all these guys on the internet. And I used to be like, why is that not me? How come they can do this? And I focused so much effort, right? I focused so much effort on trying to make myself like others and trying to compare myself that I stopped focusing on myself. You know? I stopped focusing on myself. It's really easy to do in this modern day and age, I feel. Check out this, man. This is a very interesting push we've got through here. Let's mark the 1 hour here. Get rid of these. Bro, Max, you need to chill, brother. You really need to chill, man. You have some serious, I don't know what's going on. You just really need to chill. Like, I don't want to ban you because I don't really care, but you're just coming in here and yapping, man. I mean, for you to now just splurt bullshit, you're telling your streams used to be honest and transparent. I don't think I can get more transparent, man. I mean, I've shown a losing month, losing quarter, man. It's insane. Max sounds like a real donkey. Please get rid of him. So we're still retesting this 4. I mean, we could come up here and retest the 4 hour. It's a pretty, and you see who wrote it, legendary trader, man. That's why we call him the legendary trader. So I don't think this 15 gonna close bearish, but if I do get a 15-minute bearish candle close, I hope you guys notice the same setup 2 opportunity that I'm seeing, especially if we get break of this structure down here, right? It's gonna be nice. Retest the highs, bearish bias. I think that could work. What happened in gold? What do you mean what happened to gold? If it closes bullish, we go for buys. If that's your plan, follow your plan, but I'm not ready for buys just yet myself. But, you know, if price wanted to retest up here, it can retest up here. So DAX, how can we play DAX today? That's the interesting question here. I am bullish on DAX, but how can we play it? We just tapped this 4 hour. Seems like it's relevant. This problem is a lot of levels here. That's the problem. We have a lot of levels. When you're in an area with a lot of levels, makes things tricky because sometimes we care about it, sometimes we don't. So we can see this one we did care about. So that's why trading with structure in this area can help us a lot, because without structure, we don't know what level we're going to respect, what we're going to not respect. I took S1 buys on 5-minute on gold earlier. Is it valid? Not sure. Let's see. This one? I think in bearish bias, it's a risk. I mean, as a setup, okay, but in bearish bias, it's a risk, in my opinion. You know, previous daily bearish, previous 4 hour. What conviction do you have that we're ready to head up from here? If you have that conviction, yeah, it's good. Don't sell, it's gonna reach 420. 4220. It's possible, yeah, if we have this labor market being weak, but I'm not ready to sell till I see resistance. I missed entry at 175. Can I enter? What were you looking at 175 for buys? This was gonna be your buy right here. Too late, man. If you can't get in right at this wick, then you're just a shit trader, man. You have to be in right from the wick. Exactly here your entry has to be. Anything here is late. You know? This is the real traders are in. The real traders are in from here. That's where the real traders are in from. Down here. That's not true? Yeah, I'm being sarcastic, bro. I'm being sarcastic. I'm just joking. Trying to stream on TikTok today. That's where I'm reading some of those questions. Someone was asking me, where are you reading those questions from? It's from TikTok. Apparently I'm unbanned. So, see how long that lasts now. Be on my best behavior. We have 217 likes on TikTok. $48 likes on YouTube. Harry, why don't you use 30-minute, 1 hour for entry, less mentally draining as compared to quick 50-minute time frame? Personal preference. Totally valid, man. Totally valid. You can take trades on 1 hour and 30-minute. It's up to you, man. It's the same thing. Just sometimes you need to wait a little bit more. This has been a pinpoint to the 75 level. One can catch easily. Wherever 0-0 breaks, there are 90 and 85 bullish bursts, highly likely. Just shooting at quarters. Yeah. I like this retest now we have. Let's see if we start to move away in the next 10 minutes. How many viewers on TikTok? I don't know. Let me check. It's my second time streaming on TikTok. It doesn't tell you, it tells you how many viewers have come through my stream today. So there's been a total of 207 that's come, but right now maybe there's like 10. I don't know. You have to count manually. If I open TikTok, maybe I could see. The guys watching it can see. What pair is this? This is gold. This is gold right now. Bro, where do you live? There's a 3-hour difference. I live in Dubai. What's your TikTok ID? Tradesharpe. Which time frame? Yeah, that's the problem on TikTok, is you only get to see. This is 15-minute time frame. If you join from YouTube, the guys on TikTok join from YouTube, you'll be able to see everything more. How are you on TikTok? I'm dual streaming. I have a dual streaming setup. Look at this. I'll show you guys my dual streaming setup. That's my dual streaming setup, see? TikTok live here, YouTube live here, dual streaming. Pretty cool, huh? It's cool until I get banned again. Then we stay on YouTube. You were on a buy, but you closed it already? Yeah, I think if you were on a buy, being in buys earlier would be better. How do you get banned? I don't know. That is the problem. That is the problem. Tried both. TikTok, it's a bit behind. Yeah, but it's just good just on being on different platforms. I want one win and I'm out for the month this market. Yeah, I mean, I have 2 wins this month in New York, so it's not bad. NY. I'm just going to trade until I'm finished trading for them. I don't really count how many wins I want. Harry, would you ever consider going to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? Of course, man. I've been trying to go to the Grand Prix, but I just can't justify paying $10,000 for tickets to go by myself. Right? I couldn't justify paying that money to just go by myself. So if I could go with someone, or if someone was going to be there, I just find it a bit weird. Like, I'll feel like, I want to share the experience. It's all about vibes, a Grand Prix. You're not actually watching fully the race because so much is going on. You're seeing them pass by you, but, general admission tickets as well. Spend 20K and I'll come with you. Damn. Why the Middle East race is so expensive? No, that's for nice ticket. Like, okay, if I go general admission, that's fine as well, general admission. But if I want to go for a Grand Prix, I want to go for an experience. So I want to go like Paddock Club or something like that. General admission, fun with friends as well. But again, you need to get a group going. I mean, it's a bit of a headache, general admission, man. Full crowd and stuck between people, and they're all standing up, so you can't see anything. Plus, general admission was sold out like long time ago. I could buy tickets last minute, but again, I'm gonna need to invite friends. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. Just now, someone messaged me to sell tickets. I'm gonna message them. Let's see what tickets they're saying. They're saying ADGM paddock tickets. This is the tickets that they're selling. What is ADGM? AD are not available. They're an exclusive suite built for the ADGM within the Yas Marina circuit. Shit. It's gonna cost a fortune. That I should not even message. Oh wow. It looks insane, the paddock suite. Oh shit. Nah, this is gonna cost a fortune, man. Why did I even bother asking? Yeah, that's a cool place to watch the race from, though. Let's see, because we're pretty close to the race. So if I can get them last minute, maybe I can get it for cheap. We'll see. Can I go with you, please? I'd love you guys to come with me, but I might not be going. Depends how much it is. Abu Dhabi is the most of the time produces a boring race except 2010 and 2012. I don't think this Abu Dhabi will be a boring race because of driver championship, man. Max Verstappen can take it. OP, Norris. Looks fancy, but I rather be by trackside. No, it has a front where you can go out and be trackside. That's just inside. That was just inside. I made 150 euros in 3 days with 0.05 lot size. Yeah, that's good, man. 0.05 is a small lot, so it's good. Prefer the old layout with the chicanes? Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna drive on that track soon. I don't know, without breaking 5-minute structure, would a 15-minute candle close be enough? Let's see if we can get some monster move down for gold cells. I used to spend money like it's nothing, then I realized how it keeps me poor. Imagine investing all that money. That 10k for F1 can get you thousands in your pocket for each money spent. That's why I said I can't justify. You heard what I said. I can't justify. But at the end of the day, it's levels, man. Because 10K, if you are earning 10 mil, 20 mil, 10K is nothing, right? If you're earning 3 mil, again, 10K is nothing. So it's all perspective, right? It depends on what bracket you're in as well, because that's how it is. Are you fast? Be honest. I'm not as quick as the quickest guys. No, I'm not an experienced driver yet. I don't think I can... I don't think in driving you ever tell yourself that you're super fast. But I'm definitely not average driving, no. But yeah, I'm not the quickest driver on track for sure. Those guys have a lot more seat time than me. That's the problem. I only got into it recently. You know, I only got into it recently, so there are definitely quicker drivers. But I push hard to be as fast as I can, man. I'm improving every day. Same as like trading. I love it. I love me being not good at something. And that's how it was when I started, you know. So when I started, I'm like, I'm not good at this. Way harder. So I want to see if I can look for that gold sell plan that I had. The only thing I don't like is like the 5-minute type of bullish structure we have. That's only one thing that's putting me off. Is we just could respect this big support zone here. And I can lose the trade if we just create structure and continue up. So I'm trying to think in my head how I want to tackle that. I could go break of 30-minute low would be more comfortable and then put stops above current candle resistance here. You think Lando works with it? Maybe Verstappen. Yeah, the tunnel runs are insane, man. Tunnel runs are insane. Can't you enter on the 5-minute break? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. After a top wick like this. Thinking just to put it based on the 30-minute here. That 5-minute staircase needs a liquidity grab. You mean towards the downside or liquidity grab up to continue down? Not sure what direction you're looking for today, but it'll make sense if I know that. $100 for more info. You're the one telling me. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to tell me. I'm looking for sells. If we move down, I'm looking for sells here. If we start to get below these lows, that's my plan. DAX is reversing. Yeah, let's have a look at DAX. You're right. Oh, this is nice. Buys above here is going to be sweet. Yeah. Is it possible to come back from 7% drawdown on FTMO? Yes, totally possible. It's just a pretty big task. Only if you know why you got there in the first place. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. No NFP this week? No, apparently not. On the 10th, we have the rate decisions. I wonder if they're going to cut rates again. I'm really interested to see. It's going to be very important. Is it 10th or 11th? Yeah, 10th. Wow, look at these. Full red. Yeah, I like this top wick here. I feel if we break this 30-minute low, we should have the downside. So if we start going down now, I'm probably going to take a sell when we break the 30-minute low. Problem is I don't see a way to get in earlier. 30-minute low as in previous candle or current? Previous. What's the reason for your streams when you could just earn money without live stream? Because you can earn more money, and I start companies that promote, plus I wanted to build a brand, and I've been doing it for a long time. How do you feel about TGR making 400+ K last month from day trading? How do I feel about it? I don't feel anything about it, to be honest. You know, if he did it, that's amazing for him. Gold sell, 50-minute, 5-minute, 1-hour bearish candle, 4-hour bearish sell. Yeah, that's what I'm looking. Do you use static risk or dynamic risk? Static risk. I use static. Otherwise, what if I use dynamic risk and all of a sudden I put 5% in one trade, 5% risk in one trade? What's going to happen? And then I lose that trade, I lose 5%. It's going to be hard to make that back. I wish we didn't have this, would be an easier sell, huh? Take a look at DAX right now. Tap that 4-hour and not happy. Bro, I tried to backtest your strat for the first time in a while. 2025 London only. It was highly profitable. How do you explain the differences in my past trading, your trading, and my backtest results? Depends what months. I need context of what months, because if you give me context of that, I'll answer it. January to November. Well, yeah, quarter one was very, very strong. Put from London session when I struggled, and tell me what pairs, and then how was it in your backtesting results? I did re-backtest that, and I did better, and I know why. It's actually a long story, but I'm interested to see what yours, and then I want to compare to mine. All quarters okay, I really had losing weeks. Nice. What pair? One pair or multiple pairs? Are you waiting for London Open, which is in 22, or do you trade Frankfurt Open primarily? Yeah, I trade Frankfurt to London Open and London Open as well. Doesn't matter what pair, it's reading the market on all pairs. I did on NAS, imagine NAS in London. Yeah, NAS is very good in London actually. We have quite a few people now trading NAS in London. So yeah, NAS is different. I recommend you run the same simulation, but leave quarter one. Quarter one was good. Run the same simulation on gold. Gold or a DAX from... I know it's a pain, but if you really want to do it from... July or August. But NAS has been extremely good, man. Super profitable. Super profitable. I was actually very close to considering to input it here. I'm just working on it in the background. Same way when I added DAX. I didn't add it immediately. I only applied one extra rule. There must be an opposite wick that retests something, anything, but it must retest something. You know, that's a massive confirmation though, right? But again, I recommend you backtest it on gold and or US30 and tell me the results. So when I backtested it myself, because I went back and so maybe you'll see how your results are, but when I retested it back and went through that period, the difference is my mindset was different as to what I was looking for. When I traded off pullbacks, it was very profitable. When I traded just looking for continuation, it struggled. Then the biggest difference when you're backtesting, you have, you know, it's a different mindset, you know, there's different things going on in personal life, how you feel, what you're looking for on the day, and your judgment sometimes can be clouded by external factors. The strategy may work, but your judgment may not be the best. And honestly, as a human being and myself, not every day my judgment is the best. You know, could be external factors that affect my judgment. Trying to reduce them as much as possible is kind of saying, I don't know, it's not possible, right? Because you can't avoid, I mean, you could avoid factors in life, you know, reduce and just focus fully on trading. Don't have anything to distract you, but I kind of feel like it's unnecessary to do that. So it's an accumulation of things, external pressures, you wanting to push for certain goals. Then you start to view things differently. Will be live and why tomorrow? I'm still planning, man. I'm still planning. Let's see how gold is doing. You still plan for gold? Yeah, it depends. If we close 15 bullish, then no, I'm looking for second 5. Still looking for setup 5. You have to leave out what's dragging you down. Yeah, of course you can leave it out, but it's not dragging you down. It's a judgment. You might be super confident, motivated for a certain judgment, but that's because of an overconfidence issue, not because you're being dragged down. It's that's the type of stuff. After stream, we'll discuss about the NY plans. How I'm gonna be trading more, streaming more NY for you guys in the group. I'm excited for the NY streams. I've been having more success since I started trading NY recently. Yeah. I'm enjoying NY as well. You don't have videos on setup 5? No. Can trading be considered as gambling? Everything's a gamble, man. Tell me one thing that is not a gamble that involves making money. What is one thing that's not a gamble that involves making money? Let me try think. If I can think of something that is not a gamble. Does anyone know something that's not a gamble that makes money? Working? It's a gamble. You could be fired tomorrow. Right? There's still opportunities for it not to work. I like this 5-minute lower high structure. See how this closes. Give me $100 and you'll have $500 back in 1 hour, not a gamble. All right, send me your PayPal, I'll send you now. And if you don't send me $500 back, then what? Gold is always volatile nowadays, have you noticed? Yeah, in London it gets a little bit slow, but pre and post London, there's like certain times, like now the way I'm treating London is I trade it longer than usual. So now I'm trading NY how I used to trade London. I come very specific time, very specific setup in that time window, take the trade, move on with my day. London, I give it time. 1 hour before the session, 2 hours after the session. So I trade it for like 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours I'm trading London. So I'm not going to sit at the charts for 4 or 5 hours. I set alerts, but that's how London's working right now. Like there's great trades, there's great moves, but sometimes they don't come in a specific window like they used to. What businesses do you have besides this? I own a software company called Pip Labs. We're a backtesting software. You can have a look at it. So that's called Pip Labs. So we have this as well. We're constantly growing this. There's going to be journaling. We're almost finished the journal now. So we have that as well. Check it out. Try it out. Then, of course, I have a group. It's another business I have. Then outside of trading, I have other stuff that I do. But that's not a consistent business. That's more of like contract work and stuff. Not contract work, but it's like sometimes there's stuff to do. Sometimes there's not. It's dependent. If Pip Labs free? No, it's a paid. I think I'm gonna look for a sell here, break of this 30-minute low here. I think that's gonna be my plan. I'm gonna put stop loss above the current candle high. And then target the lows. So let's see. This is nice. I like this rejection from the bottom of the range because there's no chance we should go down if it's going to break the low. Why is my thing closed? This is why I didn't want to take this setup 3 here as well, because we would just reject the low, then maybe I get break even. So now if we do break through these lows, then I feel, you know, more confident that we would see a push down. And if it doesn't, then I'm not going to be triggered. So it's pretty simple. You know, I see it already broke the low. Yeah, but we wanted to see, you know, even if it did mine. Did mine? I don't know. Yeah, by micro pip. But you want to give it a chance. If this 15 closes bullish, then I have to delete my order. So it's still 10 minutes though. Still 10 minutes. Put this caps. Oh, there it is. I hope it doesn't extend the stop loss. That's the problem. If it starts pushing up higher, then we're going to have a bigger stop loss. Five-minute close back in the range, but if next one closes bearish, do you consider a wick fill on the 5? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not a crazy idea, to be honest. It's not crazy. Yeah, you could play it like that. Let's see what 1 minute would be like at that point. Yeah, it could work. At least at that point, then you're not selling into the bottom of the range. So if it comes back down here and rejects, you have the option to get out again, which is nice with that idea. In broker, low is broken. Doesn't matter though. You need to place the order a little bit below. By the time it was broken, I was not even considering the trade. So even if it did break, doesn't matter. So I need to, my entry is going to be once we break below. Look at how, even, I mean, on mine, look, it barely, if you consider that you need proper break. Like that's why I put my sell stop literally at the low. At the low, my sell stop is there. I only worry about some of these wicks here. If we reject this zone, but we'll see. Did you took a US 30 trade yesterday? Yes. Why not break off previous 15-minute lows? I have a problem with this 5-minute structure. I want to clear through this 5-minute structure. Just gonna go to the toilet before we get triggered. Then I'm stuck in the position. Be back. All right, this is changing my stop loss now. So I need to wait here. So we'll remove this order as it's no longer going to be valid for now. For now. Still, we could be valid in a little bit, but we'll have a new stop loss. Open trade for DAX. DAX doesn't like open trades. It's very hit or miss. It's not like US 30. But we could try, yeah, if it allows us. If we get a chance of a bottom wick and this closes above and doesn't blast in the next 5 minutes, yes, you're correct. But we can't sit here and expect it to, can't sit here and expect it to give us an entry. Spell the word. Not gonna spell anything, man. Whoa, camera died. All Wayon's fault. Blame it. Blame Wayon's fault. They need to supply me with camera. And now, thanks to them, my camera... See, they came in here and then they ruined my camera. Now we have to end stream on TikTok. How can we end stream on TikTok? Maybe we can put the camera like this. Was it a good pick? Yeah, it was not a bad pick actually. Was not bad. Counter trend buys, huh? Not counter trend, but counter bias today. I feel like this is gonna be another. Remember what happened yesterday for the sells, gets everyone involved in the buys, then the sells come, we just have to wait. I feel like there's definitely a potential for sells to come, but we just have to wait. Exactly like yesterday this is looking like, right? Look at even the 5-minute yesterday. What are we on? 15-minute? Look at 5-minute yesterday. This was 5-minute yesterday. Let me get it. Where are we? 5-minute, please show me. This was the one here. Tried some upside, one more liquidity grab, then boom, we got the dump. We got the dump. 120 pips. So let's see here for an open trade here in 2 minutes potentially. So what we need to see for an open trade is a bottom wick and then a break of the high. That's the only way that we'll be able to catch an open trade. Where's the 5-minute resistance? Here. So it needs to be a deep bottom wick though on DAX. Small bottom wicks, a bit risky. Tap previous 4-hour level and rejected. It did, yes. It did tap a previous 4-hour level rejected, but we look to wick fill because it is a previous one. We have multiple candles crossing through it in the past. We are bullish bias today on DAX. So there's a possibility to continue up, but I want to see good bottom wick, then break off high for an open trade. If not, then sometimes we like to retrace the move on DAX, so maybe we see it below here. It's going to be interesting. Let's see, 52 seconds. Yeah, especially with the 5 no pullbacks, would like to see a good bottom wick. No, last second pushing. Last second pushing, man. Yeah, very hard when it pushes last 6 seconds. But that's with the open. When it's the open on DAX, not US 30, on DAX, look. It's just sometimes like that. It's not a good sign when it does that. But now, this is a great sign. Because anything closing above here, happy days. Or trading back to here, happy days. This could be good. That's to trick the buyers in? Yeah. It's like that last FOMO. Oh no, it's going up, it's gonna push, it's gonna push. They don't wait for close. They start FOMOing. Wrecked. I'm even tempted to buy from here, just rip a buy. You know? Broker looks different on DAX, check yours. Yeah, but I like the way it's respecting on this, so the price action is moving nice. Spread's a bit high on DAX today, man. I have a 4-point spread. What the fuck? Why is that all of a sudden? It will calm down after the open, but that's why I don't like opens on DAX, man. US 30 opens are amazing, but opens on DAX, a bit of BS if I'm being honest. US 30 opens, beauty. Beauty on US 30 opens. Okay. So gold did close bullish here. It's not ready for the sells just yet. If you know they're bad, why do you try to enter them? Because there are some times when we get a very deep, it opens very deep bottom wick and then flies. So it's a nice, but you don't get it enough that it's like, I need to just focus on the open. But there are times where you will get the chance to enter on the open. Unfortunately, it's not always, you know? So you can still watch it and be like, look, if I do get the chance today, it's good. But on US 30, it's like, more often than not, you're going to get the chance on the open if there's a setup. Like most of my trades, the past 2 days, my trades have been not past. Yesterday, my trade was at the open. It allowed me a way in. Before that, like, it's just how it works in New York session, you know? Sure, so US 30 buys yesterday. Yeah, it was managed trade. It's from down here. If I held, man, oh my god. Bought from down here. Holding would be pretty juicy, yeah? Secondary option here, but this was around news. That was the only issue with this one. Then you had a breakout option here. But that's pretty late. So DAX stuck at this 1 hour resistance. I feel like we need something closing above to get a continuation. If we get something above, we'll see a nice continuation. Gold trying to continue the counter bias move. This is like a nice close above here on 5 minute to push it. Not following my bias though. That's the problem here. Not following my bias. So although this could have a small upside move for now, I still feel like we could potentially set up for sells a bit later. But this is a nice setup for if we had mixed bias today, I'm taking this. Mixed bias today, I'm taking this. Oof, with a thunderstorm. Nice clean move, at least up to here. In buys from 82, yeah, that was early position. Reversal day today, you mean to upside? Could see it, yeah. If it wants to create supports, it's possible. Just wish it gave us mixed bias. Okay, DAX. What are you up to? Oh. See how this closes. Let's see how this closes. Did I hear clickety click mechanical keyboard? Yeah, I do have a mechanical keyboard. Problem is stock market is a bit stagnant, so that's not gonna help DAX move up. Are you a full bearish bias? I do have a bearish bias on gold today, yes, but I do feel like I can, you know, there is, you know, counter trend option for buys here, but this is the problem, right? We retest previous daily, now we reject. I'm uncomfortable with that. If it was following bias, I trust it, but I still think we could maybe see sells, man. It's possible. Just will take time like yesterday. Yesterday took time for the sells to come, but anything leaving this will go down. Any thoughts why DAX is stuck in May, since May? All Germans I know say German going to shit. Yeah, so they had this tariff threat, which was nice because it would bring volume on DAX. They say Germany's going to shit, but if that it was true, then why aren't we seeing this on the floor, right? So we're just seeing lack of certainty. So we don't know. So it's like, yeah, economy, always Germany since COVID is they've been saying it's going to shit. But DAX has consistently grew because of its, remember, Germany doesn't have much to do with DAX, right? It's just German companies, but a lot of those companies, Mercedes, medical companies, you name it, their main market is outside of Germany. So in terms of employment, staff and stuff like that, yep, that affects Germany, of course. Obviously, German economy will have an effect on these companies because these companies perform and headquarter out of Germany. But the main thing is the global situation. So it's taking a step back because the global situation is uncertain with what tariffs are going to do and all of this stuff. It's pretty boring though. It's pretty boring, makes it very difficult. Makes it very difficult to do stuff with. Gonna have a break until the end of the year. I've had 5 payouts of $1,000 plus in the last month. I feel like I'm becoming worse. Just straight gambling. Lost, damn man. Lost your accounts yesterday going back to test. Well, if you look at it this way, first of all, need to speak up about it. Secondly, third of all, return on investment has been insane. But yeah, that's just how it happens sometimes. That's the problem with Top Step. Like, it is the problem with Top Step. It's how it is. So yeah, message me. I'm surprised you speak about this now. All on NASDAQ, right? Yeah, let me have a look at the trade. But you know, with Top Step, you have that trailing drawdown. So you didn't really have much room to hit a thing like this. But you've withdrawn 5K. You invested 1K maybe. So ROI is there. you can repass the accounts ready for next year, and you just, you know, it's kind of normal, man. It's really, you know, I always like even if you pass 5 accounts, it's also good to have maybe an account or 2 cooking on the background as well. You know, that's not a bad technique. Anyways, let's see if DAX wants to break out here. See how this closes. Need to see a good bottom wick. Maybe we give this a shot. Hopefully it doesn't blast. Oh. DAX is so tricky these days. It just really wants to blast. SL gonna be massive? It looks massive, but it's not. It's like 30 points. Yeah, 33 points. But see, to get 1-to-1, we need to extend to this 1 hour here. Huh? Totally possible, but I just don't like us pushing these last freaking seconds. Always last seconds. Annoying. Annoying. Can't even enter on 1 minute because there's no structure. So it's annoying, but it's why you have a plan, you know? It's, to be honest, I shouldn't be annoyed because DAX has been like this. If there was a way to get in on a pullback here, I can look at that, but I don't see something too feasible for me. I want to have a look at gold here because gold was rejecting. Maybe my sell's idea can come through here. Yesterday, my sell idea came late. Oof, I do have an idea, but I don't know if I really want to do this now. How much do I trust my plan? How much do I trust my plan? I really want to sell break of this low. Let's see. Yeah. I know we have all supports here, but 15-minute I'd expect it to push through here. What happened yesterday. London cooked you? don't take options. Just observe. Zara music. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you. In 40-minute, 30-minute would change structure on gold would be solid? Yeah, it would. Gold is really, DAX is really not liking these 4 hours. It's just playing between 4 hour to 4 hour. Wickfill on the flip. So I thought about that. The only issue I have about Wickfill on the flip is we would not be filling like a, so this would be the idea. If you look at, okay, think about it like this, man. This is the same type of formation. So we come here, we form a low, we then go up, grab liquidity. We form this base here. When we break through this base, we get an impulsive push. Same pattern. We go up, we grab liquidity above this high. We went higher than this high. We formed the base. That's why I wanted to go break of low, because that's where I'd expect the push to come. And if it's going to follow my bias, then I'd expect it to be a bigger push. Right now, we've gone again to grab liquidity towards the upside. So if we were to take it on the flip here, which is the wick fill, maybe it just makes that higher low. So yeah, You'd be there. Yep. If that's your plan, okay, then that's an adaptation, right? You can adapt to say, yep, give it a shot, break even, fine. You know, you could do that like that, yeah. You know, if you're going to be aggressive like that. But to try and hold that, maybe tough. But it looks like it wants to try some upside right now. You know, looks like it wants to try some upside. I mean, it's still early compared to when the sells came yesterday. I can't sell DAX today. It's a nice sell setup coming. Is it me or he's having network issues? I don't think I have network issues. I'm not getting any warnings. Again, mixed bias, I would sell this if it closed below on broker. Break the low, easy. But since we're not, then I have to look at buy scenario. We'll see in 5 minutes. Lovely candle, this big liquidity grab, close bullish. I'm waiting 5 more minutes, then I'm gonna call it. And then it might be like yesterday where the trade comes late after stream. We might need to retest here before the sells on gold. If gold is gonna sell today, we might reverse today, but this is very similar to yesterday. We had that bigger push up first. Retest some higher levels. That was day before yesterday. Would taking a DAX sell on the flip be too impulsive? No, I mean, if today was mixed bias, I take the same. I take the same if today was mixed bias, but the problem is bias, right? If you have reasons to go counter bias, take it. If there's no reasons, I'm trying to make up the reasons, but for me, I don't see enough just yet. Only reason I have right now is 4-hour resistance tapped. So we've tapped a target. So it would be like a pullback trade. 4-hour resistance tap, but daily closing bullish. We're above the previous daily resistance. 1 hour time frame, we're at resistance. That can help you. But again, 30 structures bullish, everything else is bullish. But I would, if this mix, I take that. Yeah, seems like it's playing nicely. It's great 1 minute structure, at least to play a small pullback. Problem is your stop loss, right? Like when you're getting these pushes back up, what do you do with stop? So you stop maybe 25 for 25 there. But I mean, it's a bunch of bullshit price action so far. Bias is fake. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, my brother. You're entitled to your opinion. This is a bunch of BS, right? Push up, big pullback, push up, big pullback, push up, big pullback. But I can look for that push up, maybe the one that goes. Actually, bias on DAX is very often not relevant for session trades at least. Sure. I totally, if you have data on that, if you have information based on that, then you can trade based off that. Based on my information, when I'm looking for a bigger picture move, I've always liked bias. It's protected me a lot of times. I've had amazing success with it, and it's one of the biggest parts of my strategy. And bias is not only about how two candles are closing, it's about overall analysis. Your bias is your analysis. Analysis outweighs bias, that is for sure. If you can, and that's why I always ask when people are going counter bias, what's the justification? Do you continue stream once YouTube ends? Yes. Yes, I do. For another hour? No, not an hour. I set alerts. For those in YouTube chat, I can't recommend the group enough. Wish I joined months ago. I appreciate that, man. I really do. They can't join. But we can't join. No. I sent you a message on WAP. Don't know if you get those. Can you send it to me on Instagram or Discord? I'll check WAP for sure, yeah, but in the future. If anyone's sending me message on WAP, yeah, don't really use WAP as a social media platform, but I'll have a look because you told me, so thank you. But just for future reference. Yo, Harry, you're not doing giveaways anymore with YouTube like objectives? No, I'm not, because I've closed the group, so there's no giveaways for that. We did a massive sale on PipLab, so we did that as a support. And no, the only thing I'm planning to do is an end of year webinar for free. So that's the only thing I'm doing for December as a giveaway. So that's what we're. It's not a giveaway though. That's my point. It's not a giveaway. Okay, I'm gonna call it, guys. My apologies. We tried to take some sells. Just not budging, man. Trades are gonna come later. So don't knock out London session. Set alerts. Well, I'm gonna have alerts somewhere around here. If we can see some candles break this 30-minute structure, I'll be happy to take sells. Could happen in an hour. Still valid if that happens in an hour. On DAX, interesting, man. I think on DAX, I can still look for buys. This might set up in the next 30 minutes where we get 5-minute candles closing bullish from the bottom of the range. And then I can make my way back to the top of the range. So that's something I will consider on DAX. But I don't want to sit and watch paint dry. Everyone sits here bored. I've left you the plan, set alerts, and then come back, right? Just trade it like that. It's going to be a lot better. And then I'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I want to explain a few things. I think Monday, everyone show up to stream. I have something to announce. And then we will take it from there. So I appreciate you all. Take care, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. All right, much love and peace. Cheers guys. Appreciate you. Bye bye.